All the DLCs have been released for Battlefield 1, but that does not mean that we won't be seeing more content coming to the game before the next Battlefield is released in October. In this video, I'm going to go through a list of potential new content, most of which has been confirmed for the most part. For example, we've seen tweets from DICE, or we've seen content data mined out of the CTE. That's usually a good indication that it's coming to the game. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to be dropping, but I'll give my thoughts on that. But essentially, I'm going to give you a list of everything that I think will be coming to the game before the next Battlefield game comes out in October 2018. Now, starting off, around a month ago, the Battlefield 1 CTE was updated with changes to Volga River, with a quick operations rebalance, and then of course new weapon variants, where we had 8 in total. These look pretty complete when I was looking on the CTE, however we haven't yet seen them introduced to the main game. So firstly, I think they will be introduced to the game with the next major patch. That's going to be coming in around a month's time. That's awesome news in my opinion, as although a couple of variants won't make that much difference to the game, it definitely gives me something new to experience. It will get me a couple more hours out of the game and of course just make everything a bit more interesting. As you will probably know, some dude managed to extract some information from the most recent build of the CTE, coming out with 7 new weapons, and these aren't all variants, some of them are new weapons that we can expect to make their way over to the full game, and again I think that will happen within the next major update that will be coming next month. Here is a quick rundown of what you can expect to receive. Again, there have been multiple videos coming out recently showing this in detail. I suggest you check that out if you want a bit more detail, but this is just a quick summary. We're going to be seeing the BAR A2, we're going to be seeing the Thompson M1919 and the Annihilator variant of that weapon. I think those will be similar to the Automatico and SMG 0818, fast firing, close range, hip firing assault weapons. We'll have the Winchester Burton LMG, which is a 2x20 round magazine and will probably again feel similar to the BAR, but interestingly could have an optional incendiary round or bayonet option, which is quite cool. We'll have the Mosin Nagant M38, the Fedorov Degtyarev, and then, most interestingly, the single-action army revolver, also known as the 44 Magnum. In my opinion, this could be a one-shot headshot weapon, which is something that people have wanted for a long time in Battlefield 1 with a secondary weapon. I know you have the Obrez, but it's the 44 Magnum, and it's damn cool. We'll also be receiving Shock Operations, which is a single map operations game mode that will be on some maps that we haven't yet seen operations on. Each individual map of Shock Operations, Giant Shadow, Priesty, Dahur, Lopko Pass, Zeebrugge and the River Somme, will possibly feature their own intro cutscenes to all participant factions when the new game mode comes out in June for Battlefield 1. That bit of news was tweeted by Battlefield Bulletin. As you can see, the tweet is on screen. Interesting stuff. I think the cutscenes for me are something that aren't really necessary, but they do add a bit of individuality to Battlefield 1, and it separates it from some of the previous Battlefields. It's one of the nicer features in my opinion. Another bit of news that recently came out that I thought was quite interesting came from game.co.uk. They posted a tweet stating that more maps and updates are coming next month, so keep an eye out for the fresh content. Now, as I mentioned, I think the next major update is next month, and I think we'll see all of those new weapon variants, possibly the new weapons that we've been seeing in the CTE, and then Shock Operations, of course, and a couple of other things alongside it. Are they trying to say that more maps will be added to the game? It is my belief that DICE have 1 or 2 more surprises left before the next game drops in October, and I would expect to see at least one community map that is free to everyone within the next month. That could be quite interesting. In Battlefield 4 we did see the community jungle map, which was awesome fun, Operation Outbreak. In my opinion, that map is incredibly good, it just wasn't really played enough by a lot of people in Battlefield 4 for some reason. The same with Graveyard Shift, it kind of struggled as many custom servers didn't run it, but it's still a great map. I think if Battlefield 1 was to release a map that was free to everybody, a new map, it would really revitalise the game and pump some much needed life into it, which is what I want to see before the game eventually ends and we all move over to the next one. So that's all I've got for you today. That's a list of potential stuff that I really do think is going to be coming to the game. It's not that far-fetched. There's a lot of evidence supporting this information, so expect to see it coming soon. If you did enjoy it, leave a like down below. I'll try and keep you up to date with as much news as possible before the next Battlefield game drops. If you haven't already heard, I've managed to get myself a new real-life job, so that means I won't have as much time for YouTube, unfortunately, but I'll still keep you updated with the most important stuff and concentrate on quality over quantity in the future. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.